Your liver could be holding more than you think. Excess fluid and hidden toxins that quietly drain your energy. Left unchecked, this burden can affect how you feel, move, and live every single day. Stay with me, and you'll discover how to help your liver work at its best, naturally and safely. I want you to imagine your liver as the quiet, tireless worker of your body, always on duty, never asking for recognition, and rarely letting you know when it's struggling. It filters everything: the food you eat, the drinks you enjoy, the air you breathe, and even the substances your body creates naturally. But here's something many people never realize. Your liver can silently hold on to excess fluid and toxins for years without making much noise, until the signs become too hard to ignore. This isn't about rare medical conditions or extreme cases. I'm talking about everyday life, the habits we pick up without thinking, the foods we consider harmless, and the way we adapt to feeling a little off, as if it's just part of getting older. You might have noticed occasional bloating after meals, a slight heaviness in your midsection, or that persistent tiredness you can't shake, no matter how much sleep you get. Many people dismiss these as minor annoyances. But these can sometimes be the body's way of whispering that your liver is under more stress than it should be. Here's the surprising part. You don't need to be drinking alcohol or eating fast food every day to put extra strain on your liver. In fact, I'm going to show you how even some so-called healthy choices can contribute to this buildup. And I promise you something else. If you stay with me until the end, I'll share a bonus tip that's easy, natural, and can gently boost your liver's ability to do its job without adding any risk, a method that even many health-conscious people overlook. We'll talk about this in detail later, but for now, I want you to understand why this matters. When your liver holds on to excess fluid and toxins, it's not just an isolated issue. Your digestion, your energy, your skin, and even your mood can be affected. It's like having a water filter in your home that hasn't been cleaned for months. Everything that passes through it comes out a little less pure, a little less fresh. And here's where it gets interesting. In the modern American lifestyle, with its convenience foods, high-stress work culture, and endless temptations for quick processed snacks, it's incredibly easy to overload the liver without realizing it. Those afternoon sodas, the prepackaged healthy wraps, the flavored coffee drinks loaded with syrups, each one seems innocent on its own. But over time, these small, repeated hits can change the way your liver processes and stores what comes in. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to give you the facts and the tools to make changes that are within your control. By understanding the quiet signs and learning how to adjust your habits, you can help your liver recover its rhythm and restore balance to your body. And the best part is, these changes often have a ripple effect. More energy, clearer skin, better digestion, and a general feeling of lightness that you might not have felt in years. So before we move on, remember this. Your liver is always working for you, even when you're not thinking about it. A little attention and the right kind of care can make all the difference. In a moment, we're going to uncover one of the most unexpected sources of liver stress, something that might already be sitting in your kitchen right now, and it's not what you think. The next tip is one of the most important you'll hear, and if you skip it, not only will you see little improvement, but you may also end up with effects you didn't anticipate. If you're like most people, you've been told that certain foods are safe, light, or even good for you, especially if they come with labels like organic, low-fat, or whole grain. And while many of these products can have a place in a balanced diet, there's a hidden side to some of them that can quietly weigh your liver down. One of the biggest culprits? Sodium, and not just the kind you sprinkle on your fries. I'm talking about the sodium hidden in salad dressings, canned soups, sauces, breads, and even so-called healthy cereals. It's not unusual for a single serving of a popular salad kit in the US to contain more salt than a serving of fast food fries. That extra sodium doesn't just affect your blood pressure, it can also lead to fluid retention, forcing your liver to process more waste while managing a higher volume of circulating fluids. Then there's sugar. Not just the white crystals in your sugar bowl, but the sugars hiding in flavored yogurts, energy bars, and even all-natural juices. Many of these products are loaded with fructose, which your liver has to process almost entirely on its own. Over time, high fructose intake can contribute to fat buildup in the liver, slowing down its natural detox functions and making it harder to manage excess fluids. But here's the twist. The most deceptive foods are often the ones marketed as better choices. Imagine someone swapping their lunchtime burger for a healthy chicken wrap from a fast casual chain, thinking they're making a smart move. That wrap might have fewer calories, but between the processed chicken, the flavored dressing, and the seasoned tortilla, it could be delivering a sodium hit that rivals fast food, along with hidden sugars in the sauce. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. When you start paying attention to labels, cooking more meals at home, and choosing fresh whole ingredients over prepackaged solutions, you're giving your liver a lighter workload. That means it can spend more energy doing what it does best, filtering and balancing your body's internal environment. So here's a small action you can take today. Pick one processed item you eat regularly. Maybe it's your go-to lunch wrap, your morning cereal, or your bottled iced tea, and replace it with a fresh, homemade alternative. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even swapping a store-bought salad dressing for one made from olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs can cut your sodium and sugar intake dramatically. Little by little, these changes can help your liver release stored fluids, clear out built-up toxins, and return to a healthier state. And once you start noticing the difference in your energy, digestion, and overall sense of well-being, it's hard to go back. Up next, we'll explore something even more overlooked, a set of subtle signs that your liver might be struggling, even if your recent blood tests looked fine. This next tip is one of the most important you'll hear, and if you skip it, not only will you see little improvement, but you may also end up with effects you didn't anticipate. Sometimes the signs that your liver is holding excess fluid and toxins are so subtle that they blend into the background of daily life. You might think, I'm just tired because I've been busy, or this bloating is just from something I ate, without realizing that your body is sending you a quiet but consistent message. One of the first signs many people overlook is persistent fatigue. This isn't the kind of tiredness you feel after a late night. It's the kind that lingers even after you've had a full night's rest. Your liver plays a major role in converting nutrients from food into energy your body can use. When it's overworked, that energy conversion process slows down, leaving you feeling like you're running on low battery. Another clue is unexplained bloating, especially in the abdominal area. While occasional bloating can be linked to what you've eaten, ongoing bloating or a sense of heaviness in the midsection may be related to fluid retention, something the liver helps regulate. When the liver is stressed, it can hold on to more fluid than it should, and you might notice that your clothes feel a little tighter, even if your weight hasn't changed much. Skin changes are another subtle signal. A dull complexion, small blemishes, or uneven texture can sometimes be linked to the liver's reduced ability to filter out impurities. Since the skin is one of the body's detox pathways, when the liver is under strain, the skin often takes on more of the work, which can show up in visible ways. And here's one you might not connect to your liver at all: persistent bad breath. While poor oral hygiene is a common cause, chronic bad breath that doesn't go away with brushing and flossing can sometimes be linked to an overloaded liver. When the liver struggles to process waste efficiently, certain byproducts can accumulate in the blood and affect the breath. The challenge is that these signs are easy to dismiss. I've seen people adjust their lifestyle around them without ever addressing the underlying issue. They drink more coffee to fight the fatigue, buy looser clothing to deal with bloating, or use skincare products to mask changes in their complexion. But these are just temporary solutions that don't get to the root cause. One simple way to start listening to your body is to keep a short daily health journal. Track your energy levels, digestion, skin changes, and any bloating you experience. Over time, patterns can emerge that help you see if your liver health might be playing a role. This self-awareness is a powerful tool because it allows you to make adjustments before the problem grows. Your liver doesn't send loud alarms, it sends whispers. The sooner you tune into those whispers, the sooner you can make changes that protect your long-term health. And the beauty of it is, by making small, consistent adjustments now, you can often reverse those signs and restore your body's balance naturally. In just a moment, we're going to look at how a stressed liver doesn't just affect itself, It can set off a chain reaction throughout your entire body, influencing your digestion, circulation, and even your mood. The next tip is one of the most important you'll hear, and if you skip it, not only will you see little improvement, but you may also end up with effects you didn't anticipate. Your liver may be the central hub for processing nutrients and filtering toxins, but it doesn't work in isolation. When it's overloaded, the effects can ripple through your entire body, creating challenges you might never connect back to this single organ. One of the first areas impacted is digestion. The liver produces bile, which helps break down fats so your body can absorb essential nutrients. When the liver is stressed, bile production can slow, leading to symptoms like indigestion, bloating after fatty meals, or changes in bowel habits. These might seem like minor inconveniences, but over time, they can affect how well you absorb vitamins and minerals, influencing your overall health. Then there's fluid balance. The liver works closely with the kidneys to regulate the amount of fluid in your body. If the liver is holding on to excess fluid, your kidneys may struggle to keep up, and you might notice swelling in your ankles, feet, or even your hands. This can be particularly frustrating if you already lead an active lifestyle and think you're doing everything right. Your circulatory system can also feel the strain. A sluggish liver can affect blood flow and contribute to feelings of heaviness or fatigue in the legs. In some cases, people notice that they bruise more easily, or that small cuts take a bit longer to heal. These aren't always dramatic changes, but they can be persistent enough to interfere with daily comfort. And perhaps most surprisingly, your mood and mental clarity can be influenced by liver health. The liver helps regulate the balance of hormones and processes compounds that can affect brain function. When its workload is too heavy, some people report feeling foggy, irritable, or unusually down. This isn't just in your head. It's your body's chemistry being influenced by an organ that isn't operating at full efficiency. The modern American lifestyle can make these effects more common. Rushed meals, processed snacks, late-night work, and high stress all put pressure on the liver without us realizing it. Even seemingly harmless habits, like relying on pre-packaged healthy meals, can contribute to the cumulative strain. The encouraging news is that improving your liver's health can help improve these connected systems too. Supporting your liver through hydration, whole foods, regular movement, and mindful eating can lead to better digestion, reduced swelling, steadier energy, and a more balanced mood. Each positive change builds on the last, creating a ripple effect in the opposite direction, toward better overall health. The key is to approach this with consistency, not quick fixes. Your liver responds best to steady, sustainable care, and the sooner you start, the sooner your body as a whole can feel the benefits. Next, we'll explore practical, natural steps you can take to support your liver and help it release what it doesn't need, but in a way that ensures safety and effectiveness. The next tip is one of the most important you'll hear, and if you skip it, not only will you see little improvement, but you may also end up with effects you didn't anticipate. By now, you understand how deeply your liver's health is connected to your digestion, circulation, and even your mood. The next step is to turn that awareness into action. Small, natural changes that can gently ease your liver's workload and help it release what it no longer needs. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't require extreme diets or expensive supplements. Instead, it focuses on the consistent, safe habits that your body can easily adapt to. One of the most powerful, yet underestimated habits is proper hydration. Your liver relies on water to flush out toxins and excess fluid. But it's not just about drinking more. It's about drinking consistently throughout the day. Large amounts all at once may pass quickly through your system without giving your liver the steady supply it needs. Aim for small sips regularly and consider starting your day with a glass of water before you eat or drink anything else. This simple ritual can signal to your body that it's time to activate its natural cleansing processes. Equally important is giving your liver the right building blocks through your diet. Fresh, whole foods, especially vegetables like leafy greens, beets, and cruciferous varieties such as broccoli and cauliflower, contain compounds that support the liver's natural detox pathways. They provide antioxidants, fiber, and essential nutrients that help your liver process and eliminate waste more effectively. A handful of these foods each day can make a noticeable difference over time. Minimizing processed foods is another key. Even healthy packaged snacks often contain preservatives, artificial flavorings, and high amounts of sodium that keep your liver working overtime. Instead of focusing on what you can't have, look at what you can add. Homemade salads with olive oil and lemon, fresh fruit, or a simple soup made from scratch can replace those packaged options without feeling restrictive. Gentle movement is also a surprisingly effective ally for your liver. Activities like walking, stretching, or low-impact exercise help improve circulation, which allows your liver to filter blood more efficiently. Even just 10 minutes of movement after a meal can help prevent sluggish digestion and support your liver's role in nutrient processing. And here's a small but powerful practice: mindful eating. When you slow down and chew your food thoroughly, you make it easier for your digestive system to do its job. This, in turn, reduces the strain on your liver, because well-broken down food means less work for the processing stage. It's a habit that costs nothing, yet can bring noticeable improvements. All of these steps build on one another. You don't need to adopt them all at once. Even 1 or 2 changes can start to shift how your liver functions. The key is to be consistent, allowing your body to gradually adapt and strengthen. Over time, your liver can become more efficient at filtering out waste and balancing fluid levels, which often leads to improved energy, clearer skin, and better overall well-being. Now, we're going to move from these foundational habits to something very specific: a natural preparation that, when done correctly, can give your liver the exact support it needs. This next tip is one of the most important you'll hear, and if you skip it, not only will you see little improvement, but you may also end up with effects you didn't anticipate. We've explored the habits that lighten your liver's load, but now it's time to focus on a targeted, practical way to actively support its natural functions. A method that's simple to prepare, safe when done correctly, and deeply rooted in natural wellness practices. This is where knowledge becomes action, and where small changes can have a powerful impact. One ingredient that stands out is fresh lemon. While it might seem ordinary, lemon contains compounds like vitamin C and antioxidants that can help your liver process toxins more efficiently. The key is in the preparation: a gentle, consistent routine that supports your body without pushing it too hard. The safest and most effective way to use lemon for liver support is to prepare a simple warm lemon water drink in the morning. Start with half a fresh lemon, squeezed into a glass of warm, not hot, water. Warm water is easier on your digestive system and allows the lemon's natural compounds to be absorbed without irritating the stomach. Drink it slowly, ideally before your first meal of the day, to give your liver a gentle signal to begin its daily work of filtering and balancing. It's important to remember that more is not better here. Using too much lemon or making the water too acidic can cause discomfort or harm the enamel of your teeth. That's why moderation and proper preparation are essential. This is about steady, sustainable support, not drastic measures. Now, as promised, here's the bonus tip I mentioned earlier, one that can make this routine even more effective. After your lemon water, follow it with a short, mindful breathing exercise. Just a few minutes of slow, deep breaths can improve circulation and oxygen delivery, both of which help the liver function more efficiently. It's a small addition, but when paired with the right foods and hydration habits, it creates a synergy that can amplify the benefits you've been building toward. With time, you may notice improvements not only in digestion and energy, but in your overall sense of balance. Your body feels lighter, your mind clearer, and your daily activities easier to manage. These are signs that your liver is functioning more efficiently and that your efforts are paying off. This is the reward of consistent, informed care. Not quick fixes, but lasting change. Every glass of water, every fresh meal, every mindful moment adds up to a healthier, more resilient you. The power to protect and restore your liver isn't in a single miracle cure. It's in the choices you make day after day. And as you continue to care for your liver, remember that skipping safe practices or overdoing certain steps can reduce your results and may even bring unwanted effects. Keep your approach balanced, informed, and consistent, and you'll be giving your liver and your entire body the best possible chance to thrive.